Hi, this is Sunsun Mushy, and this is going to be a pick a card reading on sort of releasing your fears or a positive message on one of these three topics. So you can either choose reading 1, 2, or 3 and see what the topic is and pretty much advice or positive messages regarding those topics, regarding whatever that topic is, I mean. Or you can go ahead and choose one of the three readings based off of these messages, if that makes sense. It'll make sense after I kind of like pick them real quick. But that's reading 1. Okay, so basically, like, you can either choose, you can go to the timestamp right now and not know what these messages are and just pick a reading off your intuition and hear about general advice or something to help with healing one of these subjects, or you can listen to this next part and pick a reading based off of the message. So yeah, the first reading, so yeah, go ahead and pause and use your intuition and reflect on one of these three. Actually, I can even get a crystal for each one. My dog's laying on certain crystals. Alright, here are the three crystals. Go off. Reading 3 is Moonstone. Reading 2 is Aquamarine. Reading 1 is Lapis Lazuli. So you can pick that way as well. Yeah. Also, if you guys have noticed, I've been making those horoscope readings. So I'm just taking a break because I did 6 of them. So I went halfway through the horoscope. And I wanted to do a pick a card reading and then finish the second half tomorrow. And so if anybody would like a free reading, let me know, or check out the description below for those details and other things miscellaneous. And yeah, so either go to the timestamp or hear the messages right now. So reading 1 is going to be about advice on mourn and move on. So this is going to be about accepting certain losses and moving on. So advice regarding that, messages regarding this loss, so to speak. Reading 2 is twin flame and love. So this is advice or releasing fears or positive messages regarding the twin flame or some sort of love connection or just the topic of love. Reading 3 is work and act. So this is about either career or about taking action or just working on something like a project or just being active. So those are the 3 different messages. I'm going to go ahead and get started with reading number 1. Reading number 1, mourn and move on. I have my medicine cards. I haven't used them in a while. An owl. Wow. So and for all of you guys, probably should have said this at the beginning. Oh well, I'll just say it at the beginning of each part of reading 1, 2, and 3. But I got a new tarot deck. Woo! So I'm really excited to keep using it. I've been using it lately for like the horoscope readings and whatnot. So yeah, very excited about this deck. Regarding mourn and move on, I'm gonna try and tap into the energy for what you are mourning pretty much. What is this loss? The Knight of Pentacles. With the Fool. So this could be a breakup, but if it's not, this could just be separation. This could also just be you and another who you were really close with. This could be friendship, are going separate ways. Someone who had a lot to offer, but just where the paths took you guys was different. So whoever that's about, or whatever situation that's about, yeah. I feel like as the owl, I think deep down you understand this is for the best. This is, in a sense, something that it's helping you see clearly now as the owl. You see through illusion and make the best of it as the snake. And I feel like this allows you to cut through certain focuses. I feel like you were very focused on a certain thing, but now you're very focused on like what's like, you were focused on the loss, but and on this person or situation, but through that loss you realized when you turned and flew around that there was so much more. All these eggs, all these other things you still care about, all these other like situations, people, energies that like love you and are still there for you, and that there's so much more to go through with life and so much more to transform yourself into, and so much more to experience and gain. So those are pretty much the messages. So I'm hearing that is what you're kind of going through right now. So let's see a little bit of the past energies regarding this. Beautiful odds. Yeah, the past energy is some very quick, decisive moment. So this kind of happened like fast as the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is like one of the fastest cards in the deck. And it is regarding a person that you are very deeply connected to. There was this equal love, like give and receive, connection, harmony. You felt like at home with this person. So this is the past. This is what's been lost. And with those times, yeah, there's been stepping away. Hi, what's that? Oh, your phone. Oh, you need to charge it?
I need to charge it and then leave your door unlocked.
Yeah. Do you have a week?
I do, but not a lot. I want to like preserve it.
That's okay. Good night. Okay, so you're stepping away from something. You've stepped away, like, or rather, you know, for many of you, this might be that they walked away. And it's kind of like you're the moon, and you're just kind of like having to watch them walk away from all that was there to offer. And I feel like as the owl, you just understand that means that they've got to go on a journey, and they've got to find something for themselves. Yeah. So the love, they still feel a very, or you know, in the past they felt this very deep connection with you, but I think as the Hermit, because 8 going to 9, they need to find something within themselves, and they realized they were missing something perhaps, within themselves, and whether that's someone else who helped them realize that, or some other situation, or just life in general. And this came out reversed, from just how it kind of fell out. The Seven of Wands reversed. I feel like they've been fighting this for a long time. I feel like they felt this energy of needing to go find something for themselves for a long time, and they're finally just putting down the wand. They're just putting down the effort, giving you a quick message, and quickly stepping away. They just kind of dropped this. They just couldn't do it. So that is the past energy. And the present was more so, that this is for the best, that I feel like you understand. So this is kind of just what's going on. Maybe with them, maybe with you, maybe you're both feeling this. So regarding you, strength, you're really holding on. You're really holding great strength in this whole situation. You're dealing with the pain, but you're not really lashing out. Your energy and potential at this point in time is, of course, limitless, but you're very much tapping into that energy at this time and showing how well you really can survive and thrive and transmutate any situation into a positive future for yourself. So the King of Cups, this kind of came out reversed, so it's kind of like this is very focused on yourself. It makes sense right now you're not very interested in sharing your heart with another on this deep Six of Cups level, that very intimate level and everything. But it came out nonetheless. During this time, I'm feeling like something to help with healing. It's realizing that you can't just close off your heart, and understanding that you're not necessarily ready to make a grand gesture with your heart, but I feel like you are going to still be open, or as open as you can, and be honest about how you feel. I think you're kind of going to go around and share how you feel with those around you. The offer you will have, I'm feeling, is an offer of reminiscing or talking to people about what happened. Communication sounds like very therapeutic. Sharing your experience with people who understand. Yeah. And I actually want to choose this card. The Two of Wands. Maybe you do know, maybe you don't know, but regardless, love is, you've been on a path and someone else is on a path, and you two are going to meet someone that you can share the world with, who wants to share the world with you. And that deep, trusted connection, it's going to, you will have, just as in the past, someone stepped away to go find a cup for themselves, love within, you will have this within yourself when you meet this person. So during this time of waiting, pretty much, or rather during this time of working and unknowingly meeting or approaching someone who you sort of dream about, you will be fulfilling your own cup. You will be overflowing with the amount of love that you have for yourself. That is an energy that pretty much around that time, I feel you'll be having a lot of fun. I feel like you'll just be making connections, making friends, hanging out with friends, having a good time, celebrating, focusing on what you have, which are these connections, these meaningful connections as well. Like, friendship is very meaningful. It's not just about like a romantic partner. And so during this time away, I really feel like, yeah, this is just gonna give you a lot to think on as a Hanged Man. This one. During this time of contemplation, rest, recovery, there's going to be certain things that you can't help but think about. You're going to be going through cycles. You're going to have to be cycling fears, anxieties, pains out. It might be a while before you feel ready for this person, but I feel as though you haven't. I feel like those of you resonating with these messages, you're already kind of like on the like. You're kind of like already feeling like, yeah, I know there's someone out there, but it's like there's a lot of fear behind it. It's like, yeah, I know I can meet someone and get into another relationship, but like, what if they do this, basically? What if they walk away or something? And so that is a fear that you need to get through. Yeah. You need to charge forward, trust the way you feel, go towards things that you want. I feel like there's a lot to learn about what you really want in life. And I feel like that's going to be a very important component with all of this. Yeah, that's where the Ace of Swords, the clarity, you can kind of just, this clarity, you'll just know how to get out of this. You cut yourself free. Kind of come in. So a lot to think about. When it comes to a new love, it's basically that's kind of on pause. But when it comes to what you want in life and the friendships you're making and the connections you're making and this journey you are on as well, that is something that you know is kind of in alignment with you, and you know it's bringing you towards the answers that you are seeking within yourself. I'm surprised the Hermit, well, actually it's right here. So the Hermit is straight up just on the back over here. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of self-discovery, I feel. And so I hope this message has helped you in some way. This is the overall advice or just messages regarding this topic. Hope that helped. Maybe I'll see you for readings 2 or 3. Maybe not. Either way, sending love and light. Peace out. Okay, so those of you who chose reading number 2, this is positive messages, advice, releasing fears, general messages for the twin flame love connection. So there's just someone, this could be love, like friendships, could be love, like romantic, just a connection you feel strongly about, twin flame, however you resonate with this. I already know how I want to do this one. Okay, let's see. This is just kind of a bit of a checkup on your journey right now. So you've been learning a lot, of course. Any journey has learning, especially a twin flame one. Yeah, I'll be saying twin flame this whole time, guys, but if you resonate with something else, just like person of interest, whatever, just like kind of like substitute in your mind the word twin flame with whatever you're thinking of. So in this twin flame journey, you and your twin flame have been learning a lot. This is going to be connective energies, and then I'll kind of go into this. Well, let's go into the separate energies too. So, well, I feel like this is straight up not fair with the difference of cards, but it's okay. I actually know how I want to do this. This is going to be other connective energies. So, yeah. This is going to be the journey. These are going to be the energy. So, you want a new beginning. You have... I feel like you're tired of this loss. I feel like you've looked at the 2 cups still remaining. Or that you haven't. You're not even quite sure if those 2 cups are even there. You're just so focused on what's been lost. Or you were focused on what's been lost, and now you've accepted what's been lost, and you want this new beginning. Page of Cups. Yeah, this is by no means something you're unaware of. This is something you're definitely aware of, basically, is what I'm getting from this. But maybe for some of you, you're not aware that this love is still up for grabs, basically. By up for grabs, I mean that there's still this deep connection there. That's what I mean. So, you still feel strongly for this person. You still want to share your cup, your love, your heart. You think very fondly of them. You want a fresh start. You know that there's been things that have been lost, but you just want a fresh start. So them, how they are feeling. Is a 6 of Cups. Wow. The Chariot and the 8 of Pentacles. Well, that's confusing. I mean, regarding my journey, but like not really, but like just from. So this is how they're feeling. 6 of Cups. They feel equal with you. They feel like a very deep connection with you as well. Perhaps you know this, perhaps you don't know this, perhaps they never told you. The 8 of Pentacles, they are very dedicated with their craft right now. And I feel like as the Chariot, they are trying to bring both of these together. They are trying to somehow find a way to connect you with their life. They're trying to find a way to you, perhaps, as the Chariot. And then another message I'm getting, if it's not that, is that they are just very much balancing themselves out. They are just balancing the love they give themselves and the time they dedicate to their work. But pretty much I'm getting the other message too. Because this is, I kind of had this in mind, like, you know, the energy with me, or like with us, viewers, how we feel about our twin flame, how our twin flame feels about us. So they feel good. They feel this connection too. They seem to want this connection. They seem dedicated to this connection, dedicated to making it work. They are trying to figure that out as the Chariot. They are steering towards it. I'm feeling apparently right now, because this is more present energy. I wasn't thinking of the past. So the connective energy with this. So what should be something that when you hear these messages, you're like, yeah, that sounds about right. And if the other person heard these messages, they'd probably also be like, yeah, that sounds about right. Is the 2 of Rods. So this is like you're both on, it's almost like you're on opposite ends of the world, or you're like somewhere far away and you're like going somewhere, approaching each other in the distance. So you might see this as you're just not seeing them, basically. They're not seeing you. There's distance between you guys. You are not seeing each other in the physical world, or something along those lines. King of Cups. You are on top of your emotions with this. It's not like, again, you've overcome this 5 of Cups energy. You know it's still there. You still hurt from it, but it's not getting the best of you. And, you know, this applies to your twin flame. They also have gone through loss, and it's not getting the best of them. yeah, maybe you've been sharing your emotions with people around you. I feel that this means that your twin flame has also been sharing their emotions with others, and you're both wanting to express your love, your sorrows, your pains, everything. I feel with the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you both have this longing to communicate. The Three of Pentacles, and you're both just very focused on your own work, very focused on something for yourselves that once it's set up, you can like open shop, so to speak. You can kind of communicate. So that's the connective journey or connective energy I'm getting with your guys' feelings, with our feelings, twin flame connections. So really cool messages. I liked that. I haven't done a twin flame reading in a while, since pretty much the last video, so Queen of Cups. Yeah, the journey. You're learning a lot. You're feeling a lot. You're both kind of on your own, maybe thinking about each other. This is more directed towards you, your journey, but this can be reflected vice versa. Let's see how the energies feel. Five of Swords. Yeah, you feel like you don't know what's going on, maybe. I feel like maybe there is a form of not understanding. It's kind of like you're trying to figure this out. You really want to figure it out and just like communicate that, but when you do communicate it, it's like almost clear that you're trying to get a certain outcome to the other person, or maybe vice versa. Maybe when they approach you, you're like, I see sort of like what you're trying to do, so to speak. I'm feeling this is more so how our twin flame might be feeling about us. They might be feeling like we are trying to get a certain outcome out of this. That's the journey. That's what I'm getting. With us, I feel like it's more so a misunderstanding. It's just more so a way that we are. That's kind of the Five of Swords energy anyways. It's like, yeah, we're trying to get something out of this, but I feel like what's seen with that energy is like not being, they're like missing the bigger picture, or you are missing the bigger picture in some way, one or the other, with this attempt at communication. It's like they see you reach out and maybe they think they can see this, but they don't see past it. They don't see that there's a lot of strength behind what you're saying, that you're trying to do the opposite of Five of Swords. You're trying to not create a loss. You're trying to create a win-win for everyone. I feel like they might be seeing that as well. Four of Cups, but maybe not. They might be scared. They might be feeling like they don't want to take this opportunity because they think the opportunity is some sort of trick, some sort of deception, perhaps. But I feel like they can identify these these feelings and emotions on both ends. It's kind of like you and your twin flame are moving on from certain energies, and it's kind of like you're like steering towards them, and then they're on the other island steering towards you. I see like two of these cards, you know, and they're both steering towards each other in the water. And that's also reminiscent of the where'd that energy go? Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. That connective energy. This Two of Wands, bridging that gap. So that is So moving on, I feel like there are certain things both of you are moving on from. On our end, your end, maybe it's moving on from communicating with the hopes of a victory, hopes of coming together, hopes of reuniting, hopes of meeting, stuff like that. Kind of like a salesman. Like, if I could just get some of your time. It's kind of like you move on from that energy. They move on from not wanting to take up that opportunity type of energy. We're both moving on from certain energies, and I feel like what comes from it, so I feel like this is going to be more so you and this is more so them, is going to be conflict on your end. That's interesting. With the moon. Very interesting. And on their end, the world and 10 of wands. Oh, okay. They are... So, this is more so you. I feel like you moved on with... I really do pick up the energy that this is more so what they are seeing, but not so much what the actual case is with strength. So, regarding the Six of Swords and moving, they are cycling through something. They're reaching a completion, but not yet. The completion is not there yet, but once they get to that castle, they can, like, let these wands go. You can just, like, let that go, and they're like, oh, I feel so much better. Like, this is done. This is complete. Kind of like finishing a workout. So it's like that. The world and the 10 of wands. So, yeah. They really are doing this. They've been doing this, but it's like as they row the boat, they're getting more and more tired. And like for you, it's like as you row the boat, you get more and more conflicted. You kind of just start kind of getting a little bit paranoid, perhaps, with the moon, with not being able to see and having a lot of conflict. I feel like paranoia kind of comes up. So that is the energy of where you're on with the journey, pretty much up until right now. So I'm gonna search up. I'm going to kind of look into some possible future energies with this. After this cycle is complete, while we go through this conflict in this mysterious energy of not being able to see what's ahead of us, where does that get us in this journey, Spirit? I'll wait for a specific card to come out. Asking for any number of cards you feel is important. Okay. 6 cards. So, Page of Swords. This is about delivering a message. The Emperor. Message from the Emperor, the Divine Masculine. So for many of us, this is probably a message from your twin flame. But if you identify as the more masculine energy, the Divine Masculine in the twin flame connection, then this is you delivering that message. Oh yeah. Great change. Something, yeah, this, it's no longer this, that's for sure. No longer is it this period. All that stuff going on, that conflict, that 5 of Wands, that confusion, this mysterious darkness that you can't see, them still walking to the castle. They've made it to the castle. You've made it through the night. Great change. What comes from this? Knight of Swords. Shining light, understanding, clear communication. We get a match with the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So I feel like you might be the one to give a message, and they might return that message. The 8 of Cups, stepping away. That is the successful energy from the 5 of Cups. And the 8 of Wands, that is literally communication, swift communication. Very interesting energies. And then finally, the King of Pentacles, a solid offer. That is a potential outcome from how this all goes. I've been in cycles that have gone kind of close to this. It doesn't quite get here, but I do pull this card pretty much a lot during this time. So, you know, maybe at this point in time with this communication, it might not lead up to a whole solid offer, but Spirit is saying for some of you out there, or for many of you out there, it very well could. Yeah. So I'm hearing at the same time, maybe you already have delivered a message. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it when you feel changed, really, really changed. I feel the other person will also have changed a lot too, and they will quite likely be able to reach out at that point in time. However you guys reach out, whatever it is, communication will be made, and it will be pretty much a little bit before the change, and very much so after the change. It's kind of like whenever it is before the change, it's going to be put on pause until whoever the Emperor is also goes through a significant enough change and can deliver a message back. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting for the messages. Hope that was positive for you guys. Hope that helped, or helped you release certain fears or doubts, or maybe you're feeling crazy about this connection, something like that. If this helped you in some way, awesome. Because many of us on the Twin Flame journey tend to kind of feel like we might be going insane to an extent. I saw my friend message me. Even though I have a lot of storage space, my phone just cuts out anyways, so it might do that during the third reading. If that happens, I'll make a new video. Yeah, but that's this message. Sending love and light. Peace out. Okay, and then reading number 3, Moonstone, is work and act. This is going to be a quick message just due to time. Unless if it's like I get cut off in the middle of the message, then I'll just continue with the next video and it'll probably be really long. But work and act. Let's see. I'm just reshuffling this. Okay. This, and this. And then, wow, okay. This card. Dreams. So this is something you're passionate about. This is something you care about. A project, perhaps. Or work that you really, really like. Whatever it is, this is taking action towards your dreams. Actions towards things that you love to do. Or that you dream about being a part of your future. Four of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. You might be holding on to celebrating. You might be holding on to your friends right now. Spirit is saying, though, that you're doing that, but you might not, like, you might be thinking this is what you want, holding on to it. Yeah, this is what I want, this is what I need. Spirit is saying, though, like, are you sure? Like, have you considered all the other options and what might come from it? I'm hearing after you kind of dream about that more, think about that more, figure out more what choice, what route you want to take. What comes from that is charging forward, knowing where to go. And 8 of Pentacles, being able, once you do that, then you can commit and put in dedicated effort into your certain, like, talent. You might be having to choose between work and friends. What do you do? It sounds like you go towards work, if that's what you're asking. If that's what you're thinking about. But if it's more like, what type of work should I be doing? What type of passion should I be doing? What route should I be taking? Then this is more like you figure out what your route is, you go towards it, and then you really get started and really get dedicated into that effort. So that is basically the message I get from this. Raccoon. And this is very much thinking about family. You're trying to build something to help others as well. Those who are part of your soul family, or whatever family, just the word family, as the raccoon. It's like a motherly energy. And then the Three of Wands. And you are waiting to share your success and abundance with others. But you got to get started. You got to work on it. You got to do what's best for yourself. I feel like you're spread thin with Seven of Cups. You're trying to be this person who's like, oh yeah, I got all this stuff. Yeah, I've got plenty. But then when friends come up and stuff, you realize you don't really have much to spare, it feels like. And so I feel like you become determined to grow and build enough so that you do have so much that you can share and be giving and receiving and not having to hold on to so much just to like feel together or to feel secure. So that is kind of what's coming. That might be past, present, future. I'm not quite sure. Wherever that resonates, or however that resonates for you guys. The Fool. This being a new journey, I feel this is more so either recent or future energy is going to be figuring out what you want. The Seven of Cups. I feel like currently you're in the Seven of Cups energy. Future energy is that you're going to make a decision and take a leap of faith and kind of just go on a journey and get dedicated and work at it. What comes from that work? With the Eight of Pentacles is very positive, but I can ask, what comes from it is the Knight of Cups, which is fulfilled. The Two of Wands, that is taking steps towards your dreams. It's like baby steps. Two of Wands. You are approaching important situations, like destined people, events, things that are helpful in fulfilling your dreams. So maybe right now you're not exactly sure how working on yourself is gonna like play out, but as you do it, Spirit is basically guiding you, or you are walking down this journey towards your dreams, whether you're seeing it or not. Spirit wants to let you know that. I feel like for some of you, you might not be sure if it's doing it, if you are going towards your dreams just by focusing on yourself and stuff. Spirit wants to reassure you, you totally are. Six of Pentacles, this is exactly what I was thinking of, that equal give and receive. Being able to share with others because you've built up so much for yourself. That's amazing. I'm kind of getting antsy already. Like, I feel like, for those of you listening, you like really want to get to work. The Raven. And this is something you feel great about. This is something that feels right for you. You're like, yes, I feel so right about this. This path feels so magical for you, for me, as I am like acting out you. This is like the perfect path for me. This is all the magic, the whole universe. It feels like this is where I want to dedicate my time and effort and magic to. And really develop a skill in this new thing, this new passion, this new project, this new work, this new job. Yeah. Moonstone, pretty cool. I like this energy. Final message. Owl. Yeah, you've totally figured this out. The Seven of Cups being uncertain. You used your night vision and you saw 6 of these 7 cups were all filled with something that you were and then there was one where you're yeah, it was just shining golden, a bright light. You're yep. It's you're going to be presented a lot of options. When the right option for you presents itself, you as the owl will totally know. So for now, Spirit is saying, have fun. Hang out. Kind of laugh about your predicament. Just kind of laugh and be oh geez, how am I going to get out of this one? Like a TV show, like a sitcom. And just oh well, and have fun. And trust that the magic that is you, your eye is gonna catch something magical. You're gonna know when the time is right. Awesome. Those are the messages. I'm happy that I got through it. Hope that resonated with you guys. I'm excited to get this uploaded. Sending love and light. Peace out.